Okay everyone, we are from group 7. My name is Alton Zakwan Fairuz.
My name is Muhammad Adi Jadeja.
My name is Aditya from Majid.
My name is Latasha Giovanni Paulawi. And my name is Enda Asmara Dinata Namaskian.
We will explanation about renewable energy.
Who's the best group in this class?
Group 7.
What's the best group in this class?
Group 7.
Group 7, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Group 7. Group 7. Garut.
Okay, so for the title of the article is Sunny Days Powering Indonesia with Solar Energy Only. In 2017, Institute for Essential Service Reform or IESR, together with Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resource, Ministry of Industry, Indonesian Solar Association, Indonesian Renewable Energy Society, others association and university launch 1 million rooftop solar initiative atau Gerakan Nasional Sejuta Surya Atap. Since then, we have been working intensively to take active part in accelerating solar deployment in the country.
And next, on Thursday, 30 July, we have launched our 4 major reports on solar energy. Highlights below. Number 1, for utility scale solar power plants, we recommend the government to adopt reverse auction scheme. The effectiveness of the scheme has been proven by 4 countries with record low solar generation costs. Auction should be designed well to create competition and high quality bids. Number 2, how massive of solar energy is massive. We decide to show how massive solar energy potential in Indonesia is by calculating technical potential for household in 34 provinces with 4 scenarios whose Indonesia has 194 until 655 GWP of solar power, residential only. How much of that is feasible to achieve market-wise?
Okay, and then with that potential where rooftop solar penetration for residential is so low, we asked people to Greater Jakarta and Surabaya find out well they are aware of the technology with different perception. Those living in Greater Jakarta care more on the saving and ease of use, with people in Surabaya consistently mention good impact of solar energy for the environment and its high technology apart from saving. Three out of 10 people in Greater Jakarta are willing to buy. 1 in 3 people in Surabaya also confess the same intention, but that make them research to do it. Also, the make potential for Greater Jakarta and Surabaya amount to 13% and 19%. Reserve assumption to KWP installation capacity, the number equal to 1,1 and 1,2 GWP and 170 sampai 186 MWP. Not small number compared to Indonesia solar energy target 6,5 GW by 2025.
Powering the Cities, our latest series, we believe the role of a local government is crucial in accelerating solar development in Indonesia. Thus, we calculate the technical potential of government and commercial building in Jakarta and Surabaya to understand more the solar energy landscape in those cities and how we can work together with local government to establish solar cities in Indonesia. Jakarta has 22 MVP rooftop solar potential, while Surabaya has 36 MVP. We encourage the government of Jakarta and government of Surabaya to tap his potential and start transitioning to low carbon development, powering Indonesia with 100% renewables or even solar energy only, perhaps no longer a faraway dream. The first one I want to tell you about a social function about solar panels in the previous article. The first one is encouraging public participation. Program like the 1 million rooftop solar initiative engage household, local government, industries, and associations to work together in accelerating clean energy adoption. The second one is reducing energy access inequality. With its vast potential, energy can expand electricity access to the areas are difficult to reach by conventional energy. I mean, in the village, cannot reach by conventional energy. I mean, better using a solar panels to get electricity for that village. Of course, the next matter is purpose and objectives. Purpose and objective will explained by my friend.
And then the purpose or objective. The article aims to showcase Indonesia's massive potential for solar energy by highlighting the 1 million rooftop solar initiative, advocating proven policies like reverse auction lower costs, assessing both the technical and market potential for residential rooftop solar across province, especially in Greater Jakarta and Surabaya, and encouraging local government to take part in this energy transition.
Next, about the lessons we can take from the article. The first one, that Indonesia has vast solar energy potential across residential homes, commercial buildings, and government buildings that offering a huge opportunities for development. The second one is reverse auction scams that have proven effective in reducing costs and promoting healthy competition in the renewable energy sector. And the third one is about the public awareness that relatively high, but actual interest is still low. So the well or better education about the renewable energy is needed. And the fourth one, both local and national government can boost solar adoption through programs that install panels on government and commercial building rooftops. And the last one, with strong policies, receiving 100% renewable electricity is possible.
The first question is, why the rooftop solar adoption still low in Greater Jakarta and Surabaya? Even though many people already know about the technology, the adoption is still low because of different priorities and hesitation. People in Greater Jakarta are more focused on saving money and ease of use, while in Surabaya they also value environmental benefits and advanced technology. However, some people are still unsure about installing it, which slows down the growth.
Okay, the second question is, what does the article mean by powering Indonesia with 100% renewables or even solar energy only? The answer, this sentence reflects the belief that realizing an Indonesia entirely powered by renewable energy source, even just solar power, may no longer be a far-fetched dream given the vast technical potential enabled.
So, the last question is, according to the article, what is the role of local governments in accelerating the adoption of solar power plants? The answer is, local governments are essential to facilitating the transition to low-carbon energy. For example, by leveraging the technical potential of rooftop solar power plants in public and commercial buildings in Jakarta and Surabaya. The article states that collaboration is needed to transform cities into solar cities.